Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 22 of the B Graders. We're here at Sweet Remedy, and a big happy birthday to Chris Kemp, who is the owner of Sweet Remedy. It's his birthday today. I think he's 67, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around 100. I thought that's what he was looking like.
That's what he looks like. Yeah, he's a very hard-working man. He likes to cook a sausage on a Saturday morning, so get yourselves down here on a Saturday morning around about 9:30, 10 o'clock and have
It's a bratwurst.
Chris's
it's a big
sausages.
bratwurst, and who doesn't love a big sausage?
Chris Kemp's big sausage on a Saturday. That's what
And
you want.
Matt, nice of you to actually show up this week. Fantastic.
Yep.
It's good to see.
Well, I was here last week, but you guys were inside and I was outside and I didn't know where you were. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you do sit in the rain.
Yeah, I like the rain.
Yeah.
Always out in the rain, me.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, old school.
Rain cape on. Goes and sits in the rain. Doesn't ride his bike. Just sits in the rain and rain cape.
Not fluoro though.
No, not for the rain.
Black.
None at all, mate. There's only really a couple of things to talk about this week, and the main one is the Tour de France.
Tour de France. Now, I've got to tell you, now you and I both like the Giro because it's a race. This is the closest Tour de France we've seen to a Giro d'Italia type racing that we've seen in years and years.
It's a bloody good bike race this year. It's fantastic. It's close. I think as of last I looked, the top four are within a minute.
Yep.
You have...
Before we actually go to air.
Yeah.
Like, where are we? Rest day was yesterday. Tonight we're going... They start with a hill tonight and then they go down.
Sprinty type, breakaway type stage tonight.
Well, one of the fights going on in the Tour, of course, is Michael Matthews, who's starting so far left field it's not funny to try and get the green jersey, but he is putting up a fight. And I like the fight because he's given it a real red-hot crack. He's won a stage. What a win.
Good win.
Killed them.
Good win. He beat Van Avermaet. He beat him, and he beat him well.
He smashed him. But the thing is, the last two, everyone's saying, he's 100 points behind Kittel. He's not going to get anywhere near Kittel. He might not, but the last two mountain stages are atrocious for the sprinters. You know, Kittel's on the form of his life. Or is he? 5 stage wins suggests he is, but remember, no Cav, no Sagan. Greipel's not the Greipel of old. Degenkolb, I never thought was of that standard anyway.
He's the next step down.
Demar's gone, next step down. Bahani's there, but
he likes punching people as opposed to
can't ride his bike straight to get to the line anyway. But good to see one or two. This Dan McClay, is it? McClay, the English rider. Watch out for him. I think he's still got something to do. And great ride by Joe McCarthy on the stage.
Fantastic ride by him. He's an up-and-comer.
He is an up-and-comer.
Rides for Sagan's team.
Now, here's the thing for you. Dan Martin rode beautifully the other night. Balk Mollema won the stage. Great stage win, but Dan Martin thought, I'm going to go up the road. Now, he is currently, I think, either 1:15 down or 1:13 down. But when he fell off with Richie Port, he either lost 1:13 or 1:15.
You got to remember that he is a paddy. He loves a potato, and they don't breed him soft there.
They don't breed him soft, and he's certainly not going to get any modelling contracts.
No,
he's a very good bike rider.
Needs to see
sensational
a dentist.
Bike rider. Tell you what, the man we always love to hate is Chris Froome, and we love to hate him pure and simply because of how he looks on a bike and the fact that you don't like Kenyans. But I got to take
I don't mind
Kenyans,
just Kenyans who defect to England.
Okay, like Russians who defect to WA to be pole vaulters.
Yeah, but they're good looking, long legs.
I don't know if Sergei Bubka was that.
No, but
why are you looking at his legs?
He's good.
Oh, you mean the girls? You mean the girl ones? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Chris Froome punched the other night, and I think it's one of the first times. Oh, not the first time, because last year he attacked on the descent, and I thought that was very impressive for a tour leader. But he rode like an absolute champion the other night. All the team waited. They did the peel off to get him close to the convoy. Landa did the right thing.
Waited for him.
No,
even Landa waited for him.
There's nothing going on there at all.
There's plenty going on.
There's not.
There's plenty going on, but they're hiding it well.
You know the stage they're all whinging about, where he didn't wait?
Yeah.
They were going up a wall like that.
Oh, no, I understand. I don't have a problem.
If he'd waited, they'd have probably both stopped dead.
I have no problem with Landa, but obviously Nicolas Portal, his director, did by the way that he berated him directly after that stage. So there's something going on.
What's a Frenchman running an English team for? Oh, that's right. There's no English in there.
He knows where the motorbikes are parked.
But Chris Froome rode back to the bunch, went back to the front of the bike. It showed why he is a 3-time Tour de France winner. He really
There's no doubt that the guy goes well.
Stood up. But how bad was that stage?
It's horrible.
That stage, like they said, it's not really a mountain stage. But then we saw Hank Vogels, g'day to Hank, do his little bit to tell us about the stage. And that climb, if it had been anywhere near the Galibier or anywhere like that, it'd be part of a proper mountain stage. It was superb. It was so steep towards the end. The crowds were magnificent. And Dan Martin went off the front. Well done to Dan Martin, looking for a podium. It's a chance.
Oh, there's a chance. Look, there's 4 of them in with a run for the podium. One's going to miss out. Any one of those 4 could still win. Froome's got to be in the box seat at the moment.
Yeah.
Love to see.
Well, the thing is, Froome will go to the final time trial. If he's down 30 seconds, he's going to win the Tour. If he's up 5 seconds, he's going to win the Tour. If it comes to
I think
time
he's
trial,
got to. I think the other guys have got to have somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute on him, unless it's Rigoberto Urán who can actually time trial.
He can actually time trial.
He could be 10 to 15 seconds up over, because the last time trial was only 20, 21 kilometres, pan flat.
And the thing is, Bardet and his AG2R team, the attack that they put in the other day, I thought was magnificent. Absolutely magnificent attack. The only thing is, when they hit the final climb, it needed, and Froome was still out the pipe, Bardet, Urán and Aru, they needed to go then and there.
They needed to take advantage of that.
They couldn't rely on the domestiques doing the job, because Froome was always going to come back.
And Aru's got no domestiques left.
No.
Bardet's got a couple. Dan Martin's got no one. Urán's really got no one. They need to combine to beat Froome.
Yeah, and I think Urán's doing the right thing. He stands out with that bright green at Cannondale, a Drapac jersey, and he's just following wheels and doing a very good job.
And he says, hey, you got the one who never smiles, rides for Movistar from Colombia. I'm the best Colombian. I am. That's what he's saying, because he is.
Well, he's the best Colombian. Rockstar haircut, looks like Mick Jagger.
He's got the moves like Jagger.
Doesn't look like Mick Jagger, doesn't have a haircut like Mick Jagger, can't sing, can't dance, can't play guitar.
Seemingly can't ride his bike in this tour.
Doesn't need to be in the team.
No. And Lander will be there next year to take his spot.
No one's buying anything from Movistar because Quintana's in the team, but I'm looking at a Cannondale as we spoke, I tell you.
No, I'm not. Anywho. Look, the tour is going to be very, very interesting, and
what else is happening?
When we talk to you next week, we'll have the full breakdown.
We might actually watch the ending of it and see who wins.
Maybe. Look, other than that, I want to say there seems to be no elements left in the universe.
No Elements series this month.
What's happened to the Element series in July? Perfect weather. Have a look at this. Bright blue skies, crisp, sunny weather. We could be having road racing in Perth in July, but no Elements. There might be a little bit of peel about. There's certainly West Coast Masters happening. But what's happened to the Element series? Is it the off-season for people?
Maybe. Seems like the month to run a bike race, though, because Eddie Hollands, the real Eddie Hollands, turned up at West Coast Masters on Sunday.
Has he got a verified tick on Twitter?
I don't know.
He should.
I don't know, but he went off the front with just over a lap to go. Now, here's something for all of you. We won't mention brand names. Well, I won't. No hub of death. No cranks of power in the Eddie Hollands bike ever. And on Sunday, not even a computer on the handlebars. So he rode off the front of the West Coast Masters. No computer to look at. He went on something irrelevant to all of that. He said, I just went on feel. I went as hard as I could go.
And
how are you going to keep you successful like that?
No, you can't. I don't know how he did it. The stars just must have aligned. Everyone else just must have stopped thinking he hasn't got a computer. He can't win.
I'll tell you what, West Coast Masters Cycling Club have done a new design for the new club jersey, and I like it so much I'm actually going to buy one.
Oh yeah,
it's really.
I don't mind it. If it's the right price, I might get one to put it in the drawer to never wear like the other.
No money.
No.
Yeah, you no money.
None at all.
Just came back from. Incidentally, you just came back from holiday number 47 over the weekend. You had 3 days racing up in Maroochydore, Mooloolaba.
I did. It was good fun. Velothon Sunshine Coast. Have a look at it, ladies and gentlemen. If you get a chance to go next year, it is a super weekend of very, very, very hard racing. Very, very, very tough courses. And just a fantastic part of the world. You cannot do better than the Sunshine Coast at this time of the year.
Was it better than the Tour of Bantam?
Completely different. Completely different.
What, you didn't use bikes? What?
Oh, no, in that it wasn't 38 degrees and 120% humidity.
Each to their own.
Yeah, that's
What else is happening?
Look, our girls from the WNT team had a bit of success over the weekend. Hayley Simmons won the Stage 3 of the Lotto Women's Tour in Germany and got third on GC.
That's nice.
And
Stage win, top 3.
Our favourite, Becca Carter, fell off and tried to break a wrist just like two of her friends from her team. She continued riding, proved that even girls from southern England can be considered hard sometimes.
Did she fall off recently?
Yeah, Yeah, she did, just before that stage where she did the job to help Hayley win. I don't know. Maybe she loaded herself up on paracetamol so she couldn't feel the pain. but it looked like it was quite a horrible injury.
Anyway, well done to Haley indeed. Well done, well done, well done.
Matt1 at iinet.net.au. We will be back next week. We're going to the CX at Guildford Grammar this weekend. It's the Numback Cup. We'll be there.
Riding?
Well, if I'm over this horrendous man flu that is strickening me down, I will ride. But I am entered. I should be there to finish mid-pack in Masters C grade.
And we'll leave you with some pictures of the Retro Bike Show. See you next week.